Hello. So I just did a little video on canvases and I thought, well, while I'm at it, let's go ahead and do a little video on gesso. So what I did was I gessoed this canvas board. This is no coating. I did the middle in 2 coats and I did the far one in 3 coats. So you cannot see on here, I don't believe the difference, but there is a difference. You can definitely see the separation here with nothing in 1 coat. The 3 coat, not so much, a little bit, I think. So what I wanted to do is kind of show you how this works. So all I did was I took my gesso, which is this right here, and I got this one, I think, at Hobby Lobby. I think Walmart even has this one, maybe. Now it's Master's Touch, but they have gesso at Walmart too. And it just says on here, medium body acrylic gesso offers exceptional coverage and artist quality results as a ground for acrylics, oils, and other paint media. Use on canvas, wood, linen, or any porous, non-oily surface. So it cleans up with water. It's really nice and I like it. I get it all over me always. You know, I'm a messy painter. Some people have told me that's so not professional. You need to be clean, but well, then I'm not professional because I can't seem to do anything without getting paint on me, my clothes. It just doesn't matter. So, okay. Now I want to also show you at the same time some difference in the paints. So I picked out, I have a Crafters Collection from Hobby Lobby. These are like 49 cents a tube. These are great. I use all types of paint and it just, you know, it just doesn't matter to me. I guess I just want it to be the color. I don't know. You kind of start to get to where you know what you're going to pick out as you paint. But when I first started, I definitely used the cheapy stuff and I really like the cheapy stuff. And some of their colors like yellow and red are much thinner than anybody else's. But okay, so I put 2 coats on or add a little white or black or brown to make it darker so it's more opaque and you can't see through it. So I did a Crafters and I also picked up a Master's Touch acrylic, and this is crimson. So just to show you the difference, so you can see the difference here. So Master's Touch, the professional grade arts, I actually think that's student grade. I have to look that up. And then Crafters, which is woohoo, a Crafters. So you can tell the difference, right? Look at that. Big difference in thickness. And that'll also affect how it goes on. So let's take a look. I'm going to compare the two on gesso and non-gessoed board. Sorry. And also on the kind of the thickness and how it goes down. So let's take a look real quick. Oh, okay. Got a little shadow, but we're going to try that anyway. Alrighty. So I'm going to get a clean brush. Let's get just any brush. Let's do these. What is it? I said crimson. Okay. Let's do the crimson. This is no gesso, right? The no gesso side. So you can kind of see the divots in the board. See when that goes on? So that's no gesso. Now let's use the same crimson for 1 layer of gesso. Oh, this has 2 layers of gesso. And it's going on pretty smooth. It's taking a little less paint and it's going further. Okay. And then this over here has 3 layers and that goes right on nice and smooth. See how smooth that is? So there's the 3 different ones, but truly it's just kind of hard to tell. I used, gosh, I don't like that shadow. I'm so sorry. I used less paint over here on the 3 layers of gesso than I would have to use over here on the 1 layer. So let's try the craft paint. So that is the Master's Touch Fine Art Studio. And this is going to be the Crafters paint. So this actually, see how smooth that went on? That's like, but it's like water. So it goes on real smooth, just goes on far. But it also gets thin. See, it's kind of thin. So let's do it on 1 layer of gesso over here. Oh, let me make sure you can see that. And that goes on much smoother. Excuse me, it goes on a little thicker. right? And then on the 3 level layers of gesso, it's like silk. It's not hitting any of the bumps at all on there. And it goes on a little thicker. So, just with the naked eye, truly, sorry, I'm trying to wear this thing. Okay, truly, I cannot tell the difference. So this is no gesso. This is one layer, sorry. And this is, no gesso. 2 layers of gesso is the second one. 3 layers is the third one. So, you know, when you look at it, you can definitely see the divots over here, the pits or pots. I'm not sure what they call them, but you can definitely see it in that. See the texture, and then it's less texture here, and then it's really smooth here, smooth and shiny here. So there is a difference. You can feel the difference when you're painting. You can see the difference when you're painting. And truly, that's up to you. Now, gesso, all I do for mine is I paint it on with a paintbrush. I let it completely dry. Then if I want another coating, if it's not smooth enough, I put my hand over it, feel it. I'll do another coating and then let that completely dry. If you don't let it completely dry, it's going to just blend right in with your paints and you're going to have the bumps. So there is that. Also, I just don't use gesso that often, but sometimes I do just want a smoother look. And I think I've only done that a few times. And I've also used gesso to go over paintings I didn't like. So like this right here, I won't save this. And with the red is hard to cover. I mean, I could cover it in gray, but then I've got a gray background that I have to go over again, right? So what I'll do is I'll take the gesso and I'll go right over this, probably in 2 layers, and it'll cover it all, and it'll be gone and it'll be smooth. So there is that. And I think that's all I really had. I just kind of wanted to show you the difference in gesso. Really, you can see a difference. Gosh, it's hard to show on camera, but that's none. You can kind of see the texture of the canvas in there. See it? And this is 2 layers and a little bit of texture. And this is 3 layers. And you can just barely see there's a texture at all. And it's real smooth. See how flat that is compared to that? And then this is definitely rougher. But when you paint, you can feel the difference. And my paint seems to go a little further and a little smoother. But that's all I have for gesso, and you can get it anywhere. And if you have any questions or if you have any other suggestions, let me know, and we will cover that. Okay, thanks for joining me. See you soon. Bye-bye.